story, the deaths of 3 soldiers in Afghanistan. First, their weather. Here's Thomas.
A real mix of weather to come this week, not just outbreaks of rain, but also very gusty winds as well, especially across southern parts of the UK. The winds are still to come today. We'll just make do with the cloud and the rain. And the heaviest of the rain today will be across the southwestern quadrant of the UK. So that includes Wales as well. Some quite heavy rain too in 1 or 2 locations. The southeast, however, central southern England and the southeast, apart from these pockets of rain, we've also got some pockets of drier weather on the cards. So some sunshine poking through as well. Temperatures in the sun getting up to around 22 or 3 degrees. It is quite humid air, a lot of moisture in the air, so a muggy feel to things. And the same could be said across northern parts of England too. The best of the weather today across eastern and northeastern Scotland, and even in the central lowlands we could see highs getting up to around 20 Celsius. How about Northern Ireland this afternoon then? Well, increasing amounts of cloud as well. 1 or 2 showers dotted around too. But like I said, the real focus for the rainfall today is across Wales and southwestern parts of England too. And the bright colours you can see here, that's the heavy rain across the hills of Wales. So let's have a look at that area of rainfall as it moves towards the north and the east as we go through the afternoon into the evening hours. So it splashes its way, most of the rain across northern England, lands in southern parts of Scotland and in the lowlands too, and then it will affect most of eastern Scotland by the time we get to very early on Wednesday morning. To the south of that, very muggy. Look at the temperatures, 16 degrees with some showers and also an increasing breeze. Now, initially, the winds will be quite strong-ish across the southwest of the country, so Cornwall, Devon, just about into to Dorset, southern parts of Wales too. The rest of the country, not quite as breezy, still a bit of a breeze, but the main feature is those big showers dotted around the country, some thunderstorms around too, with some sunshine in 1 or 2 locations as well. Here's the scene for Thursday. Rather than high pressure, a summer high, we've got a summer low and a big one at that as well, with weather fronts flowing around it, and that means again more unsettled weather, but it's the wind and the showers which will be the focal point of our weather on Thursday. The best chance of getting the sunshine will be across more eastern areas, but out southwest, gusty conditions, very choppy seas as well, so very different weather conditions to what we've been used to in the last few weeks or so. 22 on Thursday in London, around 19 expected in Glasgow.
Three British soldiers have been killed in Helmand province by an Afghan soldier who's now on the run. The attack, which took place at a checkpoint in the middle of the night, was deliberate. 4 other British soldiers were injured. Violence flares again in Northern Ireland. 55 police officers are hurt during a second night of riots. Stemming the flow, BP moves a step closer to halting the oil leak in the Gulf of Mexico for good. Police search inside 2 properties linked to serial killer Peter Tobin in their hunt for more bodies. And Tiger Woods is back in Britain for the first time since the scandal which engulfed his career.
And coming up later in the hour in sport, Tiger's touchy ahead of the Open, but he says he understands why fans might not like him as much as they used to.
Good afternoon and welcome to the BBC News at 1. 3 British soldiers have been killed by an Afghan soldier in Helmand province during a deliberate attack. 4 others were injured. It happened at a checkpoint in the early hours of the morning. The soldiers, who were from 1st Battalion Royal Gurkha Rifles, were killed by a rocket-propelled grenade and a gun attack. Their families have been informed. This morning, the Afghan President Hamid Karzai apologised to Britain for the attack. It's the second such incident in the past year. Last November, 5 British soldiers were killed by an Afghan policeman. Here's our defence correspondent, Caroline Wyatt.
The 3 soldiers were working closely with the Afghan army. They haven't yet been named, but it's understood that at least 2 are UK nationals. The Afghan army is being partnered and mentored by British troops across Helmand province as they're trained to take over from British forces as part of the West's ultimate exit strategy from Afghanistan. All 3 were fired upon by an Afghan soldier in what's believed to have been a deliberate attack. The MOD is still in the process of informing the families, but the news emerged when a NATO official revealed that the Afghan President Hamid Karzai had sent a letter apologising to Britain for the attack and sending his condolences.
The President was saddened to hear this, and he has